Dungeon still hasn't given someone the ultimate ride yet, where you kind of take off on that outside ledge that just chips you in, and you come off the bottom and you pull into the barrel. And we see those waves all the time when you're out there, but the risk is extreme. My Southern Hemisphere winters generally start in March, as soon as I see kind of cyclone activity around Madagascar and Mozambique. And then June, July is very good for KZN Transkei. August, September, I start to look at the Cape. The Cape is an amazing zone for big waves, and waves in general. We're back at Dungeons and Sunset now because the big wave scene's kind of died down here, and that's brought me back this year. Dungeons is a gnarly wave to surf. You know, in the early days, we used to park at the harbour and you walk up through the township and over the cliff and down, then you can see Dungeons below there. You walk down the steep cliff and you paddle out across the shark channel there, we call it, just like a deep water in between the Seal Island and the actual reef. And the water's like all churned up there and rushing off the reef and bouncing off the cliffs. It's one of the most scariest places I've ever paddled. And you get wiped out and you lose your board. You know, I just lie there in the water and I just become nothing. You know, I try to just stop my heartbeat and just lie there and wait for my partner, because I know there has to be at least one monster great white underneath you, just like, you know, what is that? Is that a seal? What is that? Is that food? You know, and you're just like, please, no, I'm just nothing, I'm nothing, I'm nothing. And that's like, man, one of the scary places in the world I've ever actually been in my life. The original guys that surfed Dungeons, like Pierre de Villiers, hero of mine, that's a radical thing to do. If you go out on the wrong day, that could be life-threatening, you know. So, you know, guys like Jeff Clark at Mavericks and the Brazilian boys at Jaws, I mean, that's real big wave surfing to me, you know. Obviously now we have jet skis and safety, the vests, and all of that is incredible, you know, developments in big wave surfing. And that's why we can now sit behind the peak and try to get barreled and do all these crazy things, is because of the developments in safety. So in no ways do I think those developments have been bad, but you know, I still miss the old days, and the challenge. The challenge was more intense. Dungeons, for me, it's like the ultimate place to have learnt my big wave trade. It's got that shiftiness and that difficultness to catch like Nazare. It can get just super steep and top to bottom like Mavericks. And then if you get the right one, it's got that full West Bowl wall on it like Jaws. It's got the evil 33% each of those three waves. The roaring 40s is where all our swells produce. The best ones start off the bottom of Antarctica and then kind of blow up halfway between South America and Africa. And they first make landfall here. From there, they kind of just move up the west coast of Africa. Then you see the guys getting the endless barrels in Namibia. That's exactly the same swell at Dungeons the day before. And that just keeps going up through Angola, into Gabon. As far as Nigeria, those swells travel. Dungeons still hasn't given someone the ultimate ride yet, where you take off on that outside ledge that just chips you in, and you come off the bottom and you kind of pull into the barrel. And we see those waves all the time, but so often the barrels warp and twist and chandelier and clamp. And so to actually commit to that wave is extremely difficult, because the risk there is huge. You're pretty much going to get injured. Yeah, I just turned 50. As you get older, you face your own mortality, and that's, you know, that can be hard. And I mean, I've seen guys over the years lose their edge one after the next. And it's a young thing, it's an ego thing, surfing big waves. You have to have that in you, and there's no doubt I have it. And I think it takes a lot to keep that going, but at the same time, I think if you have that love for big waves, then, you know, that's what'll drive you, rather than if you're doing it for another reason. But yeah, my approach, is it more careful? I don't think so.
Boom, 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 boom. Bang, 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 bang. Boom, 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 boom. Bang, 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 bang. I love the way you walk, and I love the way you talk. When you walk that walk, and you talk that talk, you knocks me out off of my feet. Boom, 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 boom. Bang, 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 bang.
I've had my moments, you know, in my 40s where I was like, do I really want to do this? But now I've kind of hit a stage where, like, okay, you've only got 5 to 10 more years to really perform at the highest level in big waves. You've got the opportunity to do it. You've got the backing of these sponsors. People are paying you to surf. Why not just go even harder and just try push the sport, try influence the next generation and help the next generation to kind of take over. But I have a real deep love of being in the ocean when it's at its most dangerous and testing myself up against nature and coming out on the other side. That's, I think, what's given me longevity. And right now, today, I'm way stronger at 50 than I was at 40. Mentally, I'm stronger, physically, I'm stronger, and there's no reason why I can't keep going. I'm pretty fired up for tomorrow, and tomorrow's the next day. Who knows what's going to happen after that? lines. The buoy hasn't popped yet, but I'm definitely seeing long period lines. Beautiful lined up stuff. So we just saw a good set, 20-foot set, but there's still residual swelling from yesterday. Yeah, it's definitely kicking in, but beautiful morning, hardly any wind, clean. Looking like setting up for an epic day. And chased all the sharks away. I would say it was the sharkiest bay in the entire world. They say that it had 1,000 resident great whites. I don't know how true that is, but that's just the rumor that we heard.